Hi guys, this is Steve from Search Highway, and this is the final video in our series, which is about checking your anchors once you've started linking with GSA to your Amazon listing. Alright, so this is going to be a pretty short video. It's pretty straightforward, checking your anchors. So anchors are essential to our Amazon rankings, right? So this is why we talked about, specific percentages in the last video, and these are the percentages that we use to, get our top ranks for Amazon listings. So they really are essential to monitor, and you want to do this, as I mentioned, on a daily basis. And the reason why is because GSA is not perfectly accurate. We tell it, we give it instructions what we want it to do, but it's not perfectly accurate, and so we need to make sure that it's performing properly. All right, now to check our anchors and to check the percentage of anchors that we're getting on our listing, we really want to use Ahrefs. I use it because it picks up the most links. You really want to get the best idea possible of the anchor text profile that you're getting. All these tools out there, none of them pick up all of the links, but Ahrefs will give you the best opportunity to pick up the most. And I put here buy it because if you get the free version, you can only see, I think, like your top 10 links are really not that many, and you really want to buy the full version, and I think it's about $50 a month, something like that, it's really worthwhile. You're not only going to be using it for this, you can use it when you're picking up expired domains for your PBN. It really is worthwhile, and it picks up the most links out there out of all the tools. Now, if you remember, I put up a little dummy listing of a portable carport garage that I was linking to. Now, I've been linking to this for about 3 days now, and so we're going to get a good idea of what the anchor text profile looks like now, and we can examine, where we might need to adjust GSA to give it a better profile. All right, so I was linking to a URL in my Amazon seller account. Now, this URL won't actually cause the product to rank because it's just within my seller account. However, I was doing this solely for demonstration purposes, so I didn't actually want this product to rank. Okay, so we're going to go into Ahrefs now, and we're going to see what the anchor text profile looks like, and if we have to adjust it at all to basically increase our chances of ranking. All right, so let's go check it out. Alright guys, so we're in Ahrefs right now, and you can see here's my URL for my Amazon seller account listing. And you can see that we've been getting quite a good amount of backlinks and referring domains. So you can see that it's been coming through nicely with GSA. So what we want to do here is we want to check our inbound links, and we want to check our anchors. Alright, so this is really the most important part of what we want to check. Alright guys, so we're going to scroll down here. We're going to see what sort of anchor text we have coming through. Okay, so if you can remember, we put a fairly high percentage for the URL of our actual listing, which makes it look very natural. And you can see we have a very good percentage of that coming through here, right? So we've got 42% of the actual URL. We've got 31% of just Amazon.com. This is looking pretty good up here. Okay, so we've got a very natural looking URLs percentage of URLs coming through. Now, if you can remember, our main keyword that we're going after was portable carport garage, and we've got about 6% of our anchor text being portable carport garage, which is actually very good. Now, something with GSA is that usually you'll get a little bit lower over here than what you put in the actual GSA campaign. So if you can remember, we put 9% for our main keyword. I usually put 9% to achieve about a 5 or 6% main keyword. That's usually what I go after. All right. If I'm approaching 10% of my main keyword, something like that, I will go into GSA and I will lower that main keyword number. Okay. So usually that main keyword number is the only thing that I'll vary because this is really, what we're going after. And it's that 5 or 6% that I'm using as my target. Okay. And if I do allocate it somewhere else, I'll usually put it towards my LSI keywords. So if you remember, we put that at 21%. So if I would see this approaching 10%, I would drop my GSA percentage of my main keyword, and I would reallocate it to my LSI keywords. Okay. Now you can see down here, we're getting a good, a good mix of LSI here, really long tail keywords. You remember we got these out of Scrapebox or out of Ubersuggest, and you can see, we have nice, small amount of percentage of these coming through, and, just really, really good mix of keywords down here. You can see it keeps going down here, driveway lights, carport, metal kits, just really, really good mix of LSI keywords contributing to the relevance of our listing. Now you can see over here referring pages. This isn't this isn't important like the actual anchor percentages. So basically, we have quite a few of our actual pages using Portable Carport Garage. However, the total amount of domains linking with that anchor text, is still only 6%. So really, this over here is not something that you can really control within GSA. These are the numbers here that you care about, and these are the numbers that you control within GSA, right? So, if I saw my listing like this, I would not adjust it whatsoever. I think we've got, a good percentage coming through here. And yeah, so basically if our listing wasn't ranking yet, I would just keep building, with these same anchors. That the actual profile looks good. All we would need if it wasn't already ranking is just more links, right? Now, one other thing that I check is I do go into my links up here. So you can see here my ratio of do follow to no follow, it's fairly good. I've got over 50% do follow links coming in. I would consider this to be pretty normal. I would continue building links, with this profile here. So if at some point the no follow links, would start accounting for, 55, 60%, at that point I'll go back into GSA and only select engines that have do follow links. So if you want to remember how to do that, just go back into our previous video. You just go into your engine selection and you select, you right click and you select only, use engines that only use do follow links. All right, so that's pretty much all I check in Ahrefs, and this listing is looking good as is. And as I mentioned, if your main keyword is looking a little bit high, I would just go back into GSA and adjust that. All right. I just want to remind you that we need to remember omitted results, right? So if everything looks all right in your campaign in terms of your anchors, but you're not seeing it show up in the listings, we need to remember that Google omits quite a few results in the searches. Especially Amazon listings. They don't want to fill the first page with only Amazon listings. So you really need to scroll to the end of the search results, and you need to repeat the search with omitted results included, right? This is how you're actually going to see where your listing is. So if you're on your rank tracker or whatnot, and you see that your listing either isn't showing up or it's dropped to infinity, this really may just mean that your listing is just outside the the number of allowed Amazon listings. I put this in quotation marks because it's probably just some sort of a part of Google's algorithm where they only there's only a certain amount of spots for the Amazon listings for a particular search. Now, if it does happen that you repeat the search with your omitted results included, and your ranking isn't showing up anywhere, usually this is because your anchors have over-optimized, and your listing drops. All right, so it is possible to over-optimize your anchor text, and the listing gets penalized and it will drop. Really, all you need to do is relist the product. You just need to relist it, get a new URL, and you can start off from fresh. Okay, so by relist, I don't actually mean that you need to, create a whole new listing. You don't. What you need to do is get a new URL for your listing, and essentially this will let you start off from fresh, right? I mean, you can keep all your same, on-page descriptions, bullet points or whatnot. So it's not actually a new listing. You're just putting up a new URL for your listing, which lets you start building links and building your anchors over again. All right. And that really is the power of this technique, right? Is that, we can make mistakes. We're all bound to make mistakes at some point. So, if your anchors do over-optimize and your listing drops, just relist and, keep at it again. And also, when you're listing ranks, you should stop building links to it, okay? So basically, when we achieve that #1 ranking, this means that, you know, we did everything properly with GSA, we built the right amount of links, we've got the right anchors. So basically what you want to do at that point is you want to stop building links, okay? If you see that your listing drops a little bit at some point, then, you know, restart GSA with those same anchor profiles. But basically, you don't want to keep building links once you're ranking, right? I mean, there's really no reason to. It means that you've got the right amount. And yeah, we've had good success with, you know, just stopping to build links once we achieve the rankings, and the rankings will they will stick after that. Okay. All right. So summing up this whole series that we've put together for you guys, you know, GSA and Amazon really is a great way around, you know, the current delays in Google's algorithm. You know, the sandbox. You know, it's all these delayed rankings. It takes a while to see results, even if you're doing everything right. And, you know, something like this is great for, you know, funding your other business activities. And, you know, we really believe that, you know, everybody ultimately wants to build, you know, a sustainable business. You know, you don't just want little amounts of cash coming in here and there. You know, you really want a business that you've built up and it's sustainable. And, you know, these things require funding. So something like this is a great way to, you know, build a little side income. Or, you know, if you want to scale it up, it can even become your main business activity. But, you know, it really is a great thing to, you know, quickly build up some cash to fund, you know, some other activities that you might be investing in. And also, you know, there's a big aspect of eliminating risk. You know, by using Amazon, we're able to, you know, make mistakes. We're able to relist, and, you know, we really haven't lost much time or money. You know, in investing in an actual full website, where, you know, it would take quite a while to rebuild and get our rankings back. So really, it's a great way to eliminate risk and to, you know, get our rankings back quickly. All right, so guys, if I can say one more thing, it's just go forth and rank. You know, go make some money with this, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And stay tuned. You know, we'll be coming out with some more series soon on. You know, what we find is working in SEO right now. All right, take care, and hope you guys enjoyed.